going to slow down a little bit here. So, right about here is where I got struck by lightning riding a one-wheel with my brother. We both seemed to have been hit by it. And then it went miles and miles across the sky and hit a power substation and cut out power for most of this town. We pretty much decided with Google AI and a few things that we were lucky that we got soaked by the rain and that we were on our one wheels. Howdy. Because I've heard stories about people being soaking wet. The electricity of the lightning disperses around the wetness rather than going through the core and doing all the damage. But it hit us and then chained over to the fence. And I think it was between those three factors, the one wheel, the fence, and the wetness, that made it so all we had really as a side effect was pretty much as if we'd been flashbanged. We were blinded, deafened, and we felt an immense amount of static go through us. So it's kind of a wild time. That is actually the experience that made me decide to get a camera and start recording my rides. And then another one was a night ride that I had. We had a severely drunk person chasing us around saying that it wasn't a trap and that we need to stop and blah, 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 blah. And so we ended up, hauling butt, getting away from them, coming down here. Called the non-emergency police line when they came out, and it turned out it was just a couple people were severely drunk, and one of them had passed out, and they were freaking out about it. But cops didn't give them any citations; they just took them on home, or got them a ride home anyway. But yeah, there's some weird times that happen out here, so I figured I'd record it. It's a good way to chart progress as I learn new stuff. Like today I was shredding that park like I've never done it before. Yeah, I always slow way down and let them know I'm coming. So that way they're not scared or trying to call the cops about some shady guy being a jerk. There's a lot of little root bumps in here that are kind of fun to jump, but I almost never remember to have the camera down at an angle so you can see it. But anyways, we're gonna probably call it good with that because I got some dashing to do. But when we get back to the truck anyway, I'm just gonna go back to riding. That was a fun little ride. Dismounted with my weak leg. I usually dismount with my strong leg. Anyways, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Duck Hands signing off.